Hey, nobody. Sitting outside of a different bank that I was last year, but I'm running my final errands and I'm about to go to Disney World, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be smart enough to film a proper intro to this vlog. Hopefully I do. I've got a nice camera to film it with, but right now I figured I'd just put a backup beginning to this vlog on my phone. Yeah. Going to not just Disney World, I'm going to Universal for 2 nights and then Disney World for a week. Well, 5 days. I'm there for a full week. Flying out tonight at 9:30, getting to Orlando tomorrow morning at 6:15 in the morning, taking a bus to Universal, and staying at a resort I've always wanted to stay at. Actually, both places I've always wanted to stay at. I'm staying at Cabana Bay at Universal and then Pop Century at Disney. I've got the dining plan for free again at Disney, hence why I'm going when it's so dang hot. Though it is 82 degrees and smoky and sunny-ish. We've had some wildfires nearby, but it's 82 degrees here in Seattle. I think it's like 90-something this weekend in Orlando, but it's been like 85 most of the days this week, so I don't know. It's gonna be hotter and muggier, and I am doing my best to travel as light as possible. I'm going carry-on only for the first time ever, and I've actually already packed almost everything. There's just a couple things I have to throw in, and yeah. I'm going to Florida again, and I am just like now realizing it. I've been thinking about it for so long that for the last few months it just feels like it's infinitely in the future and it'll never actually happen. And then this last week I've like had little blips where I'm like, oh, it's really happening. I'm going to Disney World. I just deposited some money in my checking account so that some bills will be covered. I think everything is squared away. I've got, let's see, it's 3 o'clock, so I've got 3 hours before I need to be walking out the door to catch the bus to the transit center to catch the train to the airport. But I'm gonna go grab lunch and finish packing and get ready to leave and go to Florida. Got to the light rail station, about to hop on a train and head to the airport. My nice new camera is safely stowed away in my bag, so I'm filming this on my phone. But yep, next stop the airport, and then after that, Florida. Just waiting for the train. Still got time. I have made it to the SeaTac airport, as you can kind of see behind me. It's kind of warm out, yeah, 82 degrees, which is what it's been in Florida for the last week. Unfortunately, it looks like every day that I'm there it's going to be like 91 to 95, so we'll see how things go. The worst part about my trip so far has been while I was sitting down on the light rail. I was trying to rest my arm on the handle here, and the handle kept dropping down, And since I got this thing used, I figured maybe it was broken. It's just this little carry-on size version of my other suitcase. And I'm like, I could not figure out why this thing was built so poorly or just broken. And right before I got to my stop here at the airport, I realized that the bottom part was not pulled all the way out, so it wasn't clicked in. So yeah, I spent the whole time being very angry, very frustrated, and it turns out I'm just a freaking idiot. But anyway, I'm here. I've got like 15 minutes before my scheduled, hopefully quick trip through TSA. If you didn't know, you can do that. Most airports have that. I didn't even know it existed until I was on my way to the Orlando airport last time. But you can find out if your local airport has this. You can schedule a time to go through TSA, and you end up with a much shorter wait because you basically are waiting in line before you get there. But anyway, I'm gonna head into the airport. So at the airport, I'm gonna probably see you guys on the other side of security and go from there. Got a flight in 2 hours. So I guess I got to the airport in perfect amount of time. And yeah, I'm flying with Alaska today. Non-stop flight to Florida. I get to sleep all night, hopefully. It's like a 6.5 hour trip. Been looking forward to this trip to Florida for a while, but yeah, I got this new camera, and I'm going to hopefully get some good footage. Hopefully. All right, I'm just rambling now, so I'm gonna shut this off and drink some coconut water to hydrate and be ready for the Florida heat. Little pre-hydration, but yeah, I'll see you guys on the other side of TSA. All right, made it through security. The guy with the rubber glove was surprisingly gentle. No, I did actually have to get a pat down because I'm an idiot that left my AirPods in one of my pockets that I forgot I had because these are new pants. Yep, so flying out of the N gates. So yep, taking escalator down, I think, to a train.
all of us at Alaska Airlines. In our One World Alliance, it has been a pleasure serving you on board. Thank you for making us part of your journey, and take care.
Food, glorious food. Okay, it is almost 7 o'clock. Our flight was delayed by like an hour, but we were only 15 minutes late getting here. Though I did just have to spend some time washing my face because the mask that I got to prevent myself from getting sick by being crammed in like sardines with people on a plane, not only left like indent marks, but it's black, and it literally left black marks on my face. Yeah, those are the masks that I bought last year that I left at home, and I finally remembered to bring them this time. But man, I literally just had to wash my face, and now there's still marks from those lines. Those will go away, but just gotta wait for a shuttle now and go grab my bag that I checked at the gate. I was honestly a little worried it was a little bit too large, and had an opportunity to check it for free, so now I gotta go to baggage claim. But here we are in Florida, almost 7 a.m. It's the earliest I've been here. I don't even think I've been up this early in Florida. Hopefully this goes a long way to fixing jet lag.
Well, this Orlando Mayor, your resident, welcome. You're one of our 75-day visitors. We're thrilled that you're here. Our city joins us in recognition of America's as we reflect on our nation's founding, including the chance.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got the whole train to myself. Yeah, I got the whole monorail to myself. Yeah, that's how early it is. The Disney store isn't even open yet. But I think it should be opening soon. But baggage claim B. Almost looks like my suitcase. Alright, finally got my bag. I was standing at the carousel that had my flight number on it. Did not see my bag. Almost everybody had gotten theirs and was leaving. Next carousel over that had like a different flight on it. There's my bag. So, whatever. That's more like it. Magic of Disney store open. Not that it really matters. I'm going to see all that stuff in a bunch of different stores over the next few days, but it just feels weird when you get here so early that even that's closed. So one thing I realized while I was in the middle of the flight, I left my stupid Harry Potter wand at home, the one that I bought online to save money. Right after I got back from my last trip. Like a big reason why I wanted to go to Universal on this trip and spend more time there was to use that stupid thing. And what did I do? Completely forgot it. And just had to do a second take on that because I swore. Alright, for a second I thought I was in the wrong spot because I was in the wrong spot for Mears Connect, but I'm not taking Mears Connect, I'm taking Superstar Shuttle, which is in this one, huh? There it is. I just got to figure out where the desk is, but yeah, I'm in the right spot. Now I just got to figure out where their desk is and go there. I'm not going to film this because I need to pay attention to where I'm going. Alright, so for the Superstar Shuttle, you have to come to the A terminal side of everything, get down to the bottom floor where you've got all the like Hertz and Avis rent-a-car places, and there's this Universal counter way back here, which has got nobody waiting for it right now because it's like, again, insanely early. And then once you checked in, you go out the doors and walk down to 1920 and parking spot 1920 and 21, she said. Yeah, apparently leaves every 30 minutes, so probably getting in that bus that I saw pull up, so all right. Almost there. Almost there. It is like 7:30? Almost 7:30. Humid, warm. I mean, probably not as bad as it would be if I got here at like 1 in the afternoon, but I'm really glad that I had long pants for that flight because it was a little chilly at times, but I'm also glad that these long pants turn into shorts, and I will be able to turn them into shorts here very shortly because I will need them. But I was smarter than I was last year. I brought comfortable shoes. I brought pants that can turn into shorts. And I did my best to have everything fit into a small carry-on. All right, I am all checked in. I have converted my pants to shorts. I have put my bags in at the bell desk. My room is obviously not ready yet. It is still, it's at barely 8:30 in the morning. But yeah, I got my trusty crossbody bag for my park bag. We've got everything I need. I think Islands opens in 30 minutes. But I haven't eaten since like 3 p.m. yesterday. Would have been like 9 p.m. here. But anyway, I think I'm gonna look at what they got for food here at this wonderful quick service. I mean, just look at this place. I've seen pictures of it in video. We got old-timey TV stuff playing. But yeah, I'm gonna eat something maybe, or just grab coffee, I don't know. The line for coffee almost seems... No, that's just the quick service. Oh well. But yeah, I'm gonna eat some food and probably head over to Islands of Adventure here in a little bit. So Alright, so I have acquired a piping hot caffeinated beverage. Which, unless I'm making it at home, is pretty much black coffee. Also got orange tangerine juice with my kids' meal scrambled eggs. Now wishing that I did not put the tripod part in with my luggage. So one of the things about this resort that made me want to stay here was this, I mean, it's the design of the whole thing. It's mid-century modern. One of my favorite architectural styles. But not just mid-century modern. This is a perfect example of boogie architecture, which I unsurprisingly love because that's the architectural style of things like the Space Needle. A strange looking building that I grew up not too far from. In fact, I think last night I got a little bit of video of the Seattle skyline, though I don't know if I pulled my phone out quick enough to actually get the Space Needle in there. That's good. And I think they gave me an extra strip of bacon. Though the guy at the counter when I was getting my food asked if I was going to Disney today because I'm wearing a Disney shirt. It was just the shirt that I flew in. And I explained, no, all my other stuff is in my luggage. I'm just waiting for my room to be ready to change, and that I flew in last night, and he was kind of shocked. But I did get some sleep. Not a lot, but some. Lots of screaming kids. Yeah. Really glad I was wearing a mask, even if it did leave marks. Though I think I washed them off well enough. Yeah, I'm going to finish my breakfast, and then I think it'll be time to head over to either Islands of Adventure. Yeah, that's Islands is open at 9. And then Universal Florida opens at 10. And hopefully after I have gone on a few rides and had a Krusty Burger for lunch, my room will be ready and I'll be able to come back, maybe change into a different shirt, recharge some things, and maybe take a quick shower. Till then, I'm going to watch this weird old TV. Seems to be mostly old home movies and commercials. I decided to walk over this morning instead of taking a bus because I need to kind of warm my legs up. I got this new camera a couple months ago, and with it I wanted to see what different YouTubers thought about it. Found an old Casey Neistat vlog where he talked about the older version of this camera, and then YouTube started suggesting all of his videos, his old videos and old vlogs. And since he notoriously goes for a run almost every morning, started to kind of inspire me to get in better shape, which I need to do. But for some reason I decided 2 weeks before a Disney World / Universal trip, week-long trip, 20 to 30,000 steps a day, I thought it would be a good idea to start running every morning, every day. Running for the first time since middle school. I'm an idiot. I didn't injure myself bad, but leg muscles are sore, tired, tight, and the tendons connected to them, especially the ones towards the front that connect to the shins, very tight and sore, and been hobbling around the last couple of days, so I did stop running. Okay. When they say it's the garden walk, they really mean it. This is nice. I feel like I'm in the middle of Jurassic Park. But anyway, I figured it would be a good idea to get some exercise and warm the limbs up a little bit instead of just sitting. But for now, I'm going to continue this walk, and I'll meet up with you guys probably after security, unless I decide that I have something else that I must share. Alright, made it through security. Benefit to the walking path, even though it is a bit of a trek. Very short line for security. There was literally like 2 people in front of me, and they were through security before I finished putting my stuff in a tray. But here I am at Islands of Adventure, so I think it's time to test out my annual pass or season pass, because I got the cheapest one. But hey, I'm just deciding to come here when there aren't blockout dates, so that should work. So yeah, let's make our way in. Made it in. First steps into this park. First time I've walked into this park. I've walked out of it, but not into it yet. That was like a year ago, almost exactly. I actually have to look that up. I'm not entirely sure what day that was. But this entrance area is really nice. But yeah, first steps in the park as an annual pass holder. I've never been an annual pass holder anywhere, ever. Not even an annual pass holder at the zoo by my house, which I think would be a lot cheaper to do than this. Though the cheapest annual pass is about the same price as the 2-day park ticket, so it kind of works out. Yeah. And I'm not sure if it's going to be today or tomorrow or even Monday morning, because I can come back a 3rd day. I could bounce over here later in the week from Disney if I felt like it, but I will ride the Velocicoaster. Now that I've actually done a bunch of stuff here, I can focus on doing more of the things that I didn't get to do. I know there's some stuff that's going to be leaving here at some point, and then some other stuff that won't be leaving, but I want to do again, or just stuff that I didn't do last time because I had done it in Hollywood. Alright, I am already thirsty. I am going to get something to drink. Last time I had brought I had forgotten to bring my rapid refill mug from Disney. You can't refill it with soda, but all of the Coke Freestyle machines will let you get ice cold water for free. So I could have refilled it. However, since I'm not going to Disney first, I'm not going to buy a $20 mug from Cabana Bay just for 2 days. That's a waste. And then have 2 things to have to carry back. But what I could do is bring this collapsible water bottle that I got in Disneyland in 2021. I thought this was the coolest thing ever. It is essentially a piece of junk, but it takes up very little space and I can get water in it. So I'm gonna get something to drink and then figure out what I'm doing first. Alright, so now I got to figure out what I'm doing first. So I'm going to do what I always do when I'm not sure what to do. Flip a coin. Oops, it rolled on it. Flip a coin.
It's heads this time.
Heads. Alright, Jurassic Park it is. Hopefully I can actually get on Velocicoaster this time. Saving money is a good reason for getting the kids' meal, but not having a full stomach full of breakfast food if we're going on a roller coaster is another good reason. Also, on top of not wanting to spend a bunch of money, I also don't want to gain a bunch of weight. I've been doing really good at eating less junk food and exercising. I've actually lost 12 pounds. I'm basically the exact weight that I was last year because I gained like 12 pounds after last year. More because I lost 5 pounds when I was here. Probably water weight. But yeah. And I'm gonna get on this thing. But yeah. Velocicoaster. I can't bring anything. They have metal detectors. I don't even think I can bring my watch. But yeah, last year when I tried to go on this, they had a single rider line and it was really quick. Within 10 minutes, I was right at the platform, but that's also when it broke down and was down for like an hour. Now I believe they've gotten rid of single rider, so I'm just gonna hop on it and see how long the wait is. But yeah, since I was here last year and I went on most of the big things, that means that it doesn't bother me if the wait's kind of long. How long is that? 75 minutes.
Should I go?
First, I feel air conditioning coming from this place. I'm going to stand in it for a little bit. Still the same weight, but instead of having to stand out in the sun, I got to stand in air conditioning for 20 seconds, and now I'm going in. All right, 75-minute wait, and it is 9:59, 9:58. So we'll see how long this actually takes. Yay, slightly shaded queue with the occasional fan. Oh well. All right, 30 minutes to get to the switchbacks and to basically right up to the front where I was. Now in the shade with fans. It's nice. Also, the line got like 10 minutes shorter while I was waiting in it, so the part out in the sun, if I'd waited inside in the air conditioning for 10 more minutes, I wouldn't have had to wait in that at all. I really don't care. I want to go in this way.
I'll take it from here. Let's get you ready to enter the paddock with real life.
2:41, so 44 minutes since I got on. Getting close to dropping stuff in a locker, so not bad progress for a 75-minute wait. At least I'm in the shaded, air-conditioned part of the line now.
As well as our elite team of 25 scientists spanning every aspect of science is constantly focused on the health and well-being. We have painstakingly leveraged our existing
If that's true, then you run right away.
I'll show you.
Alright, just finished collecting myself after that. Wow. I want to keep this a family channel, but holy forking shirt, that was intense. I've been on coasters with airtime that had airtime and hang time. You were upside down for what felt like long periods of time, with just a lap bar to hold on to. I didn't feel like I was gonna fall out, but I almost felt like I was gonna fall out. And wow, that was intense. I'm really glad that the building you go into after that is very air conditioned, because I definitely needed that. I then went into the Jurassic Park Visitor Center building that's really air conditioned, and got some water and just stood in the air conditioning for a bit. Now I'm not really in the shade. I got the sun on my back. It is 90 degrees. Have yet to get a notification about my room being ready. I did request an early check-in, but check-in isn't until 4, so anytime before then is technically early, but we'll see what happens. I think I'm gonna bounce over to Universal Studios. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go over to OG Universal Studios. Maybe do Men in Black. Maybe do something else. I don't know if I want to do anything that moves too much right now. I might just head over there and get lunch at Krusty Burger. Part of me wants to take the Hogwarts Express, but last time I went on that, very cramped rooms and it wasn't air conditioned, or at least not that well. They try to keep things authentically British there, including the lack of air conditioning in some spots. But yeah, that ride, that Velocicoaster ride is intense. I might not go on that again this trip. That's how intense it was, but really glad I went on it. Really good ride. Really glad that I didn't go on it with a full stomach. But yeah, I think it's time for lunch. Alright, I am a lot less tired and sore than I was last time I was walking through this gift shop, because last time it was like most of the way through my like almost 2-week long trip, and it was at the end of the day of doing both these parks, and I was just hobbling through here hoping to make it to where I could catch my Uber. But yeah, the air conditioning is leaking. It's just condensation. There's so much humidity. It is just nice to be inside somewhere that is not hot. However, kind of gives you an idea as to how hot the Hogwarts Express is that I would rather walk in 90-degree weather than sit down in that train. At least right now. Might change my mind later, but it is so freaking hot. Yeah, 90 degrees, and I am taking a break sitting in the shade, resting my feet. You know, if only there was like a big sign telling me where I was. You know, just a big spinning something, letting me know that I, you know, where I was. That would be really helpful and useful. Oh, hey, there it is. Okay. That was loud. Over in Universal Studios now. Looks like they are already decorated for, or at least starting to decorate for Halloween Horror Nights. It is literally noon. I have a feeling if I go get the Krusty Burger that I've been planning to have for lunch since the other day when I was at work and started thinking about some of the first things I was going to do when I got here, and I decided, you know what, I'll probably get breakfast at the hotel, but lunch is going to be a Krusty Burger because, I mean, I grew up with The Simpsons. When that show started, I was the same age as Bart, and now I'm older than Homer and fatter. How the hell does that happen? At least I have slightly more hair. I mean, not a lot more, but a little more. Yeah, I think I'm going to spend some time in air conditioning with the Bourne Stunt Spectacular. That's another thing that I missed last time I was here. Never mind. One show just started like 5 minutes ago? Yeah, 5 minutes ago. Next show isn't for another 55 minutes, so that'll be another time. And my hotel room is ready. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go get in a line for a Krusty Burger for lunch and then head back to the hotel to get my stuff into my room, do a little room tour, recharge some things, maybe take a shower. Actually, instead of getting lunch first, I'm gonna go on the E.T. adventure because I still love this ride. I went on it last year for the first time in like 20 years, and now I'm gonna go on it again. No video on the ride, but I will get this cue because it is amazing.
Hello, I'm Steven Spielberg, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the E.T. adventure. But I'm afraid we don't have much time, so I'm going to cut right to the chase. E.T. needs your help. Now, we've just received an urgent message from E.T.'s teacher, Volcanicus, calling for E.T. to come home right away. You see, a big problem has developed 3 million light years away on E.T.'s home world, the Green Planet. E.T.'s friends are in danger because their planet is dying. Remember what E.T.'s friends look like, because it's going to be up to you to help E.T. find them once we get him home, and there's not a moment to lose. because only E.T.'s magic healing touch can save his friends and bring the planet back to health. E.T. must go home, and only you can help him. Ah, E.T. That's right, E.T. So why don't you show these people how we're going to get you back to the green planet? You and E.T. will be making your 3 million light-year journey on these bikes, but don't worry, you don't have to pedal. But you will need an interplanetary passport. So before you leave E.T., tell your first name to one of our assistants, and they'll give you your pass. Sounds like E.T.'s ready to go, so good luck, everyone. And remember, E.T.'s counting on you, and so am I. It's up to you to save this planet so that he may visit us again.
Now, I'm pretty sure these are copies, but from what I hear, the original ride in Hollywood had original props from the movie. I wonder what happened to those.
Unit 3, we're not looking for kids.
Back in the 90s,
Alright, that is still one of my favorite dark rides. I think most of the times I've ridden that, I've sat on or towards the left side, and I did not realize how many of the scenes are on the left? Like most of what you have to see on the right is the exit ramps, so not the best side to be on. But anyway, I'm going to go get lunch at Krusty Burger. Might go on Simpsons, might just go back to the room now that it's ready. I went to Krusty Burger. I didn't get a Krusty Burger. I got the Mother Nature Burger, which is vegan. Mostly made me feel like I was getting something healthier. It was a bean patty with guacamole, lettuce, and tomato. Not bad. Not amazing, but not bad. But yeah, didn't finish it, which probably not a bad thing. I don't exactly need as many calories as possible. But yeah, $20 for burger, fries, and a soda. Would have been the same if I got the regular Krusty Burger. But at least this way I get to feel like I did something somewhat healthy. Anyway, now I am gonna head back to the hotel and go grab my stuff and take a look at my room and possibly change or at least charge up some of my devices, because several things are starting to run down, including myself. But yeah, it's 91 degrees. Good news, there's some cloud cover overhead making it a tiny bit cooler, or at least not feel as hot. Bad news is, probably means it's about to rain. So, yeah. Hopefully I can figure out where the bus is, because I walked here. I don't know where the buses drop off. So I'm just gonna guess that it's not that way, but somewhere this way.
The moving walkway exit is approaching. Please, watch your step.
Found them. They're just past the bridge, so right down there. Nice.
I went last week, shop on this week.
Alright. Got to the bus. Sun's back out. Probably gonna rain soon though, so I think this is perfect timing. Room is ready. I have my luggage. Just need to find the room. Should be further down here. But look at this hallway. This is amazing. I think it's one of these. Where did I put my sunglasses? Because I look so tired. I need the sunglasses to look like a normal person. Oh, cool. Look at that. Welcome Ribbon Party. And everything is just amazing, mid-century modern, dripping with that just aesthetic. Oh, look at the clock. And the artwork. The only thing that doesn't look like it's from the 50s is the TV. Oh, nice. Not bad for a hotel towel. Ooh. Yeah, they don't have the little take-home bottles, but at least they got vintage spec. Oh, I can take one of those home. A closet with a safe that might fit my laptop. And an iron and an ironing board, a luggage thingy, vintage looking chairs, and pendant light, and that dresser, and the bedspread, and these. This is really cool. This really is. I don't know if the room is as big as like Pop Century or Art of Anna or like the All-Star Resorts. I think it's about the same size, just slightly different layout, and the closet tends to take up a bit of space. Got an ice bucket. Come on, camera. Ice bucket and little coffee maker. And some cool stuff here. I'm gonna take myself a little break, a little rest, a little shower, maybe figure out exactly what needs to be in my park bag and what doesn't. But yeah, it's been a long day so far. All right. Okay, it is now almost 5 o'clock. I have rested, I have relaxed, I have rejuged, I took a shower, I don't feel disgusting like I've been sitting on a plane for 6 hours and then immediately jumped into going to theme parks. I'm wearing a different shirt. I gotta say that I wish that they had the little travel size ones of these, because I would totally take those home and then refill them. I really do like the smell of this shampoo. I also might start getting some Zest soap because I do like the smell of that. It has like a very vintage smell, which I kind of like vintage things. If you can't tell from the hat, the button-up shirt, the old-timey aftershave, the old-timey styled body wash and shampoo that I have been using, my shave soap, shave brush, and it's the current plastic version of the Gillette Track 2 from the 70s. I found out they still make that and sell it in India. I bought that for like $8 or $9 on Amazon, including tax and shipping, because I couldn't bring my safety razor if I was going to do carry-on only. Even if the carry-on bag was checked, I still had to get it through TSA in order to check it for free. Which I think worked out because I did notice that my carry-on bag here was with the wheels like a half an inch to an inch too big at the airport. Luckily, I'm pretty sure that my return flight is just as busy and packed, so I will get it through TSA, and then I will just check it the second that they ask people to check bags. Because I don't mind checking a bag, I just don't want to pay $90 round trip to check a bag. So I packed light, which did lead to me not bringing certain things like my Harry Potter wand, which I really did want to mess around with. I will have to look in to see if there's like a cheap one available. But last time I was here, the cheapest one was like $60, and I got one for like $18 after tax and shipping. So I got the annual pass. I'm gonna be back, so I'll just have to bring it then. But yeah, I am loving this this room, this hotel. It is amazing, and like I was showing you my shaving stuff, I like vintage things. I like retro-styled things. Coming from Seattle, a place that a large part of it was built around the mid-century when we were gearing up for the World's Fair. This kind of style is common in some older buildings. They're getting torn down, but there's still a few if you know where to look. I just love this architecture. I love this design style. I love everything about this place. Ever since I saw pictures of this place, I'm like, I need to stay there. And this place is a freaking dream. So I was expecting it to be raining around now. It seems to be doing okay. And I realize I've been talking for about 10 minutes. I have no idea how much of this I'm going to actually let into the vlog. But I think it's time to go back into the parks and do a little bit. I did soak in the tub a little bit to alleviate some of the soreness in my legs from stupidly deciding to start running a couple weeks ago. Good idea to get some exercise and some cardio every day. Great idea to start doing something like that every day to better myself. Terrible idea to do it just 2 weeks before I go to Disney World and Universal Studios for a week of walking 20,000+ steps a day. This guy's dumb. But all right, I am going to grab my bag and I'm going to go. One thing I'm looking forward to about going to Disney, though, is swapping this thing out for my resort fillable mug. I can get one here. It looks cool. Very similar to Disney's. It says Cabana Bay. It looks cool. It's $20 and I'm here for 2.5 days. Okay, I'm rambling. It's been 11 minutes of me talking for no damn reason. I'm going to go back to the parks. Yeah. I think I'm going to try to go on Men in Black. I'm going to go back to Universal Studios and try to go on Men in Black and maybe The Mummy. I'll figure out when I get there which one I'm doing first. Alright, so I was about to take the bus. Decided to walk it. Walking feels better than standing. And I missed that bus because it was full. The bus at this time of day is picking up a full load at City Walk, taking half of that load here and the other half to Aventura. So it's kind of half full by the time it gets here. So only half the line actually made it through onto the bus. So I'd have to wait at least another 15 minutes to stand on a bus. And standing in the sun was going to kill me. But this is walking partially in the shade, which is better. I used to have a poster just like that. It didn't say Royal Pacific Airways or anything like that. It was kind of genericized. I think I got it at Cost Plus World Market like forever ago. I might still have it. It might have ended up at a thrift store. I'm not sure. I always thought it looked cool. Also, after my stupid collapsible Disney water bottle thing fell off after coming accidentally undone, and I had to pick it up. I ended up stuffing it in the bag. I've decided I'm probably going to get the Cabana Bay resort mug for the next couple days. Yeah. I'll drink enough soda to make it worth it, and some coffee, and use it in the parks to fill up with water. Yeah. That soft bottle is just weird and awkward. Basically, it's like drinking water out of a bag. If that bag smelled vaguely of rubber. It's just awkward and unpleasant. Alright, possibly 15 minutes later, I don't know. I didn't really look at my watch when I left, but I am here at the entrance to Islands of Adventure. And I'm going to walk over to Universal Florida. and go on a couple more rides. Oh, cool, they got Streetmosphere. Interestingly enough, in the cool zone. All right, it is 10 to 6. Probably not going to do Minions. Tonight show with Jimmy Fallon. I don't know. I don't really feel like being stuck in an audience ride. I'm pretty sure they fixed whatever happened, but it wasn't too long ago that that thing had a bunch of people stuck in it for like 30 to 40 minutes or something. So I think I'll go do something else. Revenge of the Mummy is over here. Dare I do another roller coaster? And this is one of those rides where everything must be secured, so I will see you guys on the other side. I'm gonna put everything in a locker. Alright, that was pretty cool. Very similar to the one in California. A little bit bigger. I think there's a couple scenes based around having to turn the vehicle around that take a little longer than they feel like they should. And the rooms with the fire effects, you could tell it was coming because the room was already hot. And then the room with the fire on the ceiling, when that kicked on, it got really hot. If you're like sunburned or starting to get there, do not go on that. But yeah, that's good. Fun. Alright, now I think I'm going to wander over to Men in Black. Actually, scratch that. If it's still operating today, which it might have closed early, I'm not sure, but I'm going to see if I can do Fast and the Furious. That is about to close here soon. And I've done the California version. Huh. Yeah, that closes at 6. I will do that tomorrow. I don't know if I can film, but I don't think I'm going to. I'll probably get bits of the queue, but I really want to focus on trying to beat my high score, which last time was absolutely terrible. I think I got beat by a 6-year-old. So, here we go. $83,575. I can't remember what I got last time, but that's what I got this time. And the whole car did better. Last time we did bad. This time I think we did Galaxy Defender, which is the top. And they were preparing a suit for us. Last time it was bad. Try again. But yeah, that was fun. Alright, my legs are killing me. I did the single rider, so I bypassed the entire queue, which is why I didn't film any of it. Just got dumped straight out onto the loading station. But yeah, saved like 12 of the 15-minute wait. But yeah, I think I'm going to do Simpsons, because I haven't done that in years, and who knows how long Simpsons is going to be around. And then after that, I think I'm going to call it a night, go back to the hotel and rest like properly and go to sleep. Just finished the Simpsons ride. So that's a thing that happened, and I don't think it's ever going to happen again. I now remember why I haven't been on it in years. Holy crap, that moves around so much. And the screen doesn't much line up with the movement. I had my eyes closed half the time. The back of the seat is really low, so every time it like moved forward or back, it was digging into my back. But yeah, it just, yeah. And it would have been a little bit better if there was like air moving, if there was a fan blowing on you, because that prevents motion sickness. But no, it was kind of warm and no moving air, and it just made all that movement worse. So yeah, I'm never going on that again. Glad I did it one last time. No idea how long that's going to be around. It could be around for another 20 years, and I'm still never going on it again. If I have kids and they want to go on it and it's still around, I would feel better having them ride on it with a complete stranger than ever going on that thing again myself. That's just a thing I'm never doing. Did I need a big dinner? Maybe not, but I'm on vacation. I'm kind of hungry. I was already going to get the beverage thing, so when I saw a roast, yeah, I had to. So it is 8:14. There is thunder, lightning, and it is raining, pouring down rain. Luckily, it waited till I got inside for that to happen, and luckily the building I'm staying in is an interior entry. I have to leave even from the food court, but I can see, oh yeah, you can see the water pouring down on the pavement and the dark clouds and some lightning as if on cue. Not that I would have to wait for it much in Florida. This is Florida after all. But yeah, overall today was good. I am exhausted. Did not get as much sleep as I was hoping for on the flight here. Did not come prepared. My attempts to prepare myself for this trip backfired, and now my legs are more tired and sore on day one than they were at the end of the trip last year. So I think I'm going to take it easy tomorrow. I'm still going to film, and I'm still going to go into the parks and do stuff. It's just going to be a slower pace, which I honestly need to do anyway. It's hot, and I've been here before. I've done this stuff here and at Disney World. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to rest for the rest of the night, and I'm probably going to take it easy tomorrow and the rest of the days. There's lots of stuff to do that doesn't involve standing in massive lines all day, every day. But I am glad that I got the Cabana Bay refill mug. I am annoyed that the time between refills here is like 10 minutes. At Disney it's like 2 to 3. Both do the same job, prevent you from sharing the drinks, but I'm thirsty and it locked me out. It might have also been that one machine that was taking a while, because it had been way more than 10 minutes and it kept saying that I was out of refills and I needed to go back to the counter, and not that I needed to wait. But anyway, it's late. I'm exhausted. And I hope that didn't show too much in the videos. There's a rather scathing review of the Simpsons ride. I'm prone to motion sickness, so simulators are not my best friend. Usually I'm okay on them, but that one's pretty bad. It's a lot of motion, a lot of jerking around. I had to close my eyes in order to kind of handle it. Also, it's very hot out, so I'm already like warm, and the fact that they don't have cool air blowing towards you to counteract some of the motion simulator-ness of it makes it worse. But anyway, I'm going to charge this thing up, load all of the footage off of it. But anyway, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, click the thingy. If you want to see next week's, click the other thingy. And I'll see you next time. Bye.